On Sunday, powerful storms swept through several cities in North Texas, including Bonham, about 66 miles northeast of Dallas. Ferocious winds knocked down trees and power lines, leaving thousands without electricity. City manager Sean Pate said wind speeds likely reached 90 miles per hour, calling it the worst storm he's seen in a decade. By Monday, damage assessments were still underway, especially in Bonham's central and eastern neighborhoods. Some residents suspect a tornado may have touched down, but the National Weather Service will conduct a ground survey to confirm. Betty Matthews sheltered in her cellar with her son and a friend when the sirens went off. Trees fell on their storm cellar, trapping them inside until firefighters rescued them. I feel like the trees falling on my cellar was God protecting us, holding us in that cellar, Matthews said. Next door, a large tree collapsed onto a historic building housing a wealth management firm. Owner Nathan Hale said, "It hurts to see it damaged, but at the end of the day, it's just a building. Nobody was hurt." Across the city, utility crews from Oncor were working tirelessly to restore power to nearly 3,000 residents. They hope to have electricity restored by Tuesday. As people began clearing debris from their homes, the city urged anyone who sees downed power lines to immediately report them to Oncor by calling 903-421-2770. City and forestry crews spent the day clearing fallen trees, shrubs, and debris. Residents are allowed to drop off vegetation at 2040 FM 87 on Wednesday, June 11th, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. The drop-off site will not accept metal or trash, and residents must show ID. City officials also issued a warning about unlicensed solicitors posing as roofers, tree trimmers, or insurance adjusters. All legitimate contractors must carry an official Bonham Solicitor's badge, which confirms they're registered with the city's permits department. If someone cannot produce such identification, residents are urged to direct them to City Hall. Resident Martha Merrill described the terrifying moment she heard a tree crash behind her home. It sounded like the whole back of the house collapsed. She quickly ran to check on her 90-year-old neighbor next door. Volunteers and local businesses stepped in to help. Brookshire's provided free meals and ice, while numerous organizations, including the Red Cross, Texas on a Mission, and Southern Baptists of Texas, offered aid. In Canyon, a hailstorm packing 84-mile-per-hour winds and 3-inch hail damaged over 200 homes. At the Legends Apartments, hail shattered windows and damaged vehicles. West Texas A&M University also suffered major damage. Mayor Gary Hinders declared a disaster and urged residents to sign up for text alerts. Cleanup crews began removing debris just hours after the storm passed. In Big Spring, winds reached 119 miles per hour. with baseball-sized hail tearing through homes and vehicles. The historic Settles Hotel was severely damaged. Resident Quinn Henning recalled, "The sky turned orange. The hail was huge, like baseballs." While his home was spared, others like Michael Rivera's were not. "I'm distraught," Rivera said, "but I've got people by my side." In Batavia, fallen trees and power lines plunged entire streets into darkness. Ruth Boone's chimney was ripped off, and debris filled her pool. "The hail was so heavy you couldn't see across the street," she said. But amid the destruction, neighbors stepped in. Kyle Lang returned home to find strangers helping him. And during the blackout, Mike Frell sat on his porch strumming a guitar. It was very windy, tons of hail, but we had good warning. Roofing and tree crews began cleanup at sunrise.
Oh my!
At the downtown fire station, dozens of people lined up to register as volunteers with the Fannin County Emergency Coordinator. Some brought their own tools and equipment, ready to help with cleanup. Others simply offered a warm meal or a comforting presence to those displaced by the storm. City officials emphasized the importance of working through official channels to ensure safety and coordination. Meanwhile, utility workers continued working long shifts to restore electricity. Though progress was steady, some areas remained without power by nightfall. Center Street stayed closed through Monday as damaged poles and power lines were repaired. For many residents, the road to recovery had just begun, but with support pouring in from neighbors, volunteers, and emergency responders, Bonham was already taking its first steps toward rebuilding. This is just one of many natural disasters we cover here on Severe Weather. From violent storms to devastating hail, we bring you raw and real moments of nature's fury. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Nature doesn't wait, and neither should you.